Happy New Year is in order? I think so. I'm getting older. I realized it as I cracked open the champagne. 2022, who would have thought it would come so quick? I guess 2030 is going to be around the corner. Don't think about it, Nico. Don't think about it. Welcome back to another video. My name is Nikos. Today, it's 2022. And being 2022, we got to look at the idea of what are we doing moving through this year. I wanted to make a quick video just to remind people to be in a mindset of feeling like things will go well. Okay, 2021 did not go so well for many people. I understand that. For me, personally, I went out and I purchased, some equipment. So I'm going to be doing a lot of reviews on this. I got really happy about buying this equipment, new lenses, and they're all for work, of course. And, I sat there and I'm like, I didn't buy really anything for me, but this is for me kind of thing, but it was for work and it's for all the things that we're doing. Of course, I'm going to be doing a review on the Firecuda that everybody's been asking me about. I'm going to be going through the process of hard drives again. I'll do all my testing, get that done. But right now, like this thing, the speed on this thing is fabulous. Fabulous. Now, is it worth buying? That's another question. And the testing found a little bit of some issues in there that I'm kind of trying to figure out why the numbers aren't matching up to what I think they should be. Again, we're looking at this whole scenario of gratefulness. Am I grateful for 2021, how it transpired? Yes, there was ups and downs, but I focused on the good things and I kept moving. The channel hit 1,000 subscribers. I had my business start to move in the right direction with Mentor's Approach. Everything's coming together. Got a new app being released for it. I'm working on that. There's so many things that are happening that I can just focus on and keep moving forward. And I know for a lot of people, this could be a struggle. So I wanted to make this video in the thoughts of asking you guys, what is it that you want to see? What questions do you want? My goal with this new beginning of the year is to look at these products and say, are they worth it for you as a business? Okay, starting a business owner, entrepreneur, somebody who's expanding their business, and of course, creators who are starting out in their journey. I want to make more of a connection with that aspect so that you're not alone. I want to see people succeed. I want to see people with setting goals and being able to say, hey, I moved forward on this. Thanks for helping me out. This is helping me in my direction that I'm going with. And this is where we look at 5 tips I'm going to give you right now to think about moving forward. One, for this year, ask yourself, what is it that last year you didn't achieve that you said you're going to achieve? And just really write it down and really ponder this for a bit and say to yourself, why didn't you? What occurred? Okay. Number 2, it's saying, do I even want to do it anymore? Do I want to do any of those things? Why am I saying this? A lot of people I've been talking to, especially in the latter part of last year, was, hey, I've been trying to do my business for 5 years. And I'm like, why? And they didn't know how to answer that. You got to look at this and say, why? Just stop. Maybe your business is not meant to be right now. Maybe down the road, maybe you need to do something else. Maybe you have a new passion, something else to do that you're going to enjoy. So, look at those 2 things. What did you want to do? Why didn't you achieve it? And then, of course, do you still want to be doing it? And maybe you can take a back seat and write down everything that you want to be doing. Okay? Everything. And then write down everything you don't want to be doing in step 3. And really shine on one thing. Focus on how you're going to stop doing all the things you don't want to be doing anymore. This is what I did last year. Last year, I was like, you know what? What do I want out of life? And why am I doing stuff I don't want to be doing? So I stopped doing them like that. I just like, there's some stuff that took like 6 months to stop doing. You have a client, you're doing some work for them, you don't want to do it anymore, but you're like, oh, you wake up every morning. I still have stuff on my list that I'm doing that I don't want to be doing. However, okay, they're manageable. And at the time when I decided to do this, I didn't have a problem with them. But as I cleared the list, more and more of these things were like, why am I still doing this? Oh, because 6 months ago I liked doing it, but now I don't because I like doing something else more, and it's helping my businesses go better. It's helping everything move forward. I want to be hiring people by the end of the year, and I'm just like, well, what time? And then how do I need to fix everything up so that I'm there? It's going to take me at least 2-3 months to organize all the tech aspects to hire the first person kind of thing, So I have to schedule that out. So these are the kind of the things of what don't I want to be doing. Now I'm thinking about it even more because when I hire somebody, I want them to take on a lot of the stuff I don't want to be doing. I can tell you, number one thing, I hate bookkeeping. I hate bookkeeping with a passion. I have an accountant and I do all my bookkeeping and then I give him everything. Yes, I still do bookkeeping. Do I want to be doing bookkeeping for everything? Well, the only bookkeeping I want to do is for my personal business, the one business that is like the umbrella company kind of thing. And then all the other businesses, I don't want to be doing anything. Okay, okay, so that's something I don't want to be doing. Okay, how do we get that into motion to not do? So, you're looking at these first three steps and you're saying, all right, let's make a plan to start doing everything we want to be doing. It's not going to be done overnight. It's going to take a year, okay? Now, step number 4 is looking at it and saying, okay, what are my goals that are realistic, what is achievable? And let's say to ourselves, hey, how am I going to get there? So let's start setting up a plan that's going to work. And what I want you to do is find a group, find a community. That should be your goal. That's aligned with what you want to achieve. Now, why am I saying do this? I'm saying do this because the goal has to be to have the support, the motivation, and be able to achieve what you want to achieve. Now that I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm looking at different communities. I'm going, hey, maybe I should join one. There's this Nathan guy online, and he's like built a nice community where I can go in there and I have some questions about YouTube, and I just want to be able to, get them answered quickly. Like I want to build the list for the YouTube videos, and I'm like, will it affect my channel? Like stupid questions where I know there's other gurus that have joined their groups and joined their courses, but I never get a straight answer. And it looks like, in that community, I might be able to get that kind of straight answer. But I want people to be there to bounce off ideas that are in the same realm and be able to look at it in a manner of, I understand YouTube. This is what I did for my channel. Maybe it'll work for yours and have those conversations. But at the same time, I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to be doing 3 videos a week. I want to be able to have somebody go, yeah, where's your 3rd video? Okay. Accountability, which brings us to step 5, accountability. Now, this is one thing I focused on last year because I preached it because they called me, a whole bunch of subscribers over at the Mentors Approach channel, preach in videos. And I'm like, I'm not a preacher. I'm not like, what are you talking about? But yes, I preached it, accountability. And I was slacking. I was slacking. And this was a big focus through probably March last year, where I was like, I need to be accountable for my actions. I need to take responsibility, be accountable. And what had occurred? Well, I was watching the news, I was watching everything, and then I would get depressed, I would get upset, I would get anxiety inside, and then sometimes I'd be like, what's the point? And then I wouldn't do anything, right? So those 4 hours wasted. No more 4 hours wasted. Okay. Once I start feeling in a certain mindset, what's the happiest thing I can do? Go do it. Spend 20 minutes, get your mind off whatever is occurring in the world, and we're off to the races. The other thing I did is I found the good videos for doctors explaining this whole pandemic. So every time there's a new report happening, they're reviewing papers, and they just put me in a state of logic again. And now I don't have to be in the mass hysteria because we're dealing with mass hysteria. There's mass hysteria happening. Every time I open Twitter, you see mass hysteria. I can write a book on the psychology behind this. It's phenomenal to me. Fascinating is the word. Fascinating. To see it happen in real world, I never thought I would see it, but I'm kind of like, I've had enough of it. I can't take it anymore because it's affecting everything I was doing. So this year I said, all right, where's my accountability? Because the outside world was entering my world and it was affecting me like there was no tomorrow. And I looked at that and I said, okay, how do I turn that off? We got to turn it off. And it can't be I'm turning it off, I'm walking away from the media, from the news, because that's not going to work. It's hitting you all the time. It's how do I actively do it, even though it's coming at me, and I can say, I know the logic. I am now going to turn around, and I'm not going to worry about what CNN is saying or what Fox is saying. Okay? So this is the idea here that I'm trying to share with you, that your outside world, you need to become a bubble to it. You got to stay in your bubble and let the outside world do its thing. Okay, for everything, whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's the financial markets, whether you're investing or not, whether you're doing anything with your family, whether the world is going to go and shut down, because that's where we're heading. As I speak right now, Ontario is like everybody's like arguing about what to do. Quebec already shut down everything. They're like on curfew. Like I'm like, the logic doesn't fit the narrative here, people. What are you doing? But I can't control what's going to happen. I can't participate that anymore. So I go, where's my accountability check? What should I be doing right now? for me, what am I actually able to do? Because the reality is, me going on Twitter and writing my thoughts ain't gonna change the world, people. That's the reality. But you know what's gonna change the world? It's everybody doing their part to make the world a better place in some form or way in the thing that they're choosing to do. Because the better you become at whatever you're doing, the more output you're putting to the world. And in my case, like I can't tell you how thankful and grateful I am for last year with the YouTube channel moving, with all the great emails that I got from people of how I helped them make better decisions with everything, not just in the products we've been looking at, but their business, okay, going off from mentors approach as well, the business, their personal lives, making right decisions, getting back into that mindset of growth. I've had such a good response from people that it just, inside of me, I felt so much better that things are moving not only for me, but for all of these people, because their success will become my success. And this is where I want you guys to take a step back from everything and say to yourself, okay, on these 5 steps, where am I? Where should I be? And accountability is the most critical one, because I know everybody's going to, do their 2 months of, I'm going to do this, and then kind of like going to the gym when the year starts off, and then you're going to be stuck not going to the gym, kind of thing. And I don't want you guys to be there. So if you're watching this video in 3 months, hey, leave a comment below. Tell me how you've done, because I'd like to have that discussion with you, and maybe we can figure out a way to help you on that so you can get moving in the right direction. For all of you watching it right now, I'm telling you, get going on these steps. If you can do these steps, things will be in your favor and everything will flow. Okay? Accountability. Remember accountability. Okay? So walk through each step, reminding yourself that, hey, I am there to achieve long term, so that next year I could be watching a video, or hey, making a video about how I succeeded through the year, because that is our goal. My name is Nikos. Hit that like and subscribe. More videos are coming. Of course, Firecuda. I will be doing a review on this. For those of you that, maybe skipped to the end, I've been asked this question so much, and yes, I finally caved and I bought it. It was on the deal, so I bought it. Okay, and check out these 2 videos.